National Construction Authority (NCA) announced the commissioning of a research seeking to establish the capacity of Kenyan contractors, standardize construction materials and technologies used in the construction industry, while revisions of the building codes are still undergoing. The announcement comes ahead of this year's annual Construction Research Conference and exhibitions in November, which will bring together the region's regulators who have adopted construction policies, manufacturers with new technologies adaptable for local industries, and development partners. In its second year now, the forum will allow deliberations for adoption into the new national construction policy, answering to a wider mandate of the NCA in the improvement of safety in the country's building sector.
Very delighted to be with us this morning for this very important occasion, to brief our media, to be able to disseminate the information about the event to the public, because it is through the eyes of the media that the public will be able to see and understand and get to know what we are planning to do. This event is about a mega construction research conference and exhibition that is scheduled to take place in November, just in 2 months' time from now. So it is our sincere hope that through the media, the public will be well informed, will be well made aware, and will be prepared to be able to participate in this coming event.
The research, which seeks to study and identify challenges facing the country's construction industry, such as the standardization of emerging construction materials, technologies and skills based on the National Construction Research Agenda, putting in place processes to improve the capacity of skilled construction workers, and an accreditation mechanism.
Of course, there are various challenges that we are facing as an industry, and it's those challenges that we are trying to address through having such events. Some of the challenges, as I may share with you, is inadequate skills in the sector. We don't have enough local skills to be able to move at the pace that we desire. What that means is that if you look at the last mile, these are the people who work on the actual execution of the projects or implementation of construction works, the skilled workers. We have only about 16% of those whom you see out there who have gone through formal training. So what do we do to the 84%? So those are some of the questions we need to address. We also have challenges of materials in terms of availability and in terms of the quality of the materials that we get. So part of this event is meant to bring some of those materials so that we can be able to see what are the most innovative materials that have been invented in the past few years, so that we can have an uptake of new materials to fill the gap of the shortage that we have.
Currently, several capacity building initiatives have been put in place in readiness for the policies, such as training of women contractors and skilled construction workers, with further commitment to identify the best possible mechanism to adapt new technologies custom-made to the local construction industry. Upon completion and adoption, the policy will better streamline the construction sector by creating a systematic framework for all players in the industry.
Our vision has not changed. We seek to provide opportunities to utilize elements of international best practice in providing research and innovation support by maintaining an understanding of our stakeholders' specific needs interests and expectations from us as a regulator.
National Construction Authority will host Kenya's first National Construction Week from 2nd to 4th November 2016 at the Kenyatta International Convention Center, KICC, as well as the inaugural Big Five Construct East Africa 2016 exhibition.
I want to say that we look forward to a very successful event in November, which is the actual date will be 2nd to 4th here in Nairobi at KICC. And alongside that event, we'll also have the National Construction Week, which will happen in various parts of the country so that our stakeholders who will not be able to come to Nairobi can be able to also participate in this event around the country, especially our construction workers whom we also target to reach out to.
NCA, together with the Big Five Construct East Africa, brings together government, non-state agents, donors, and other stakeholders to discuss the development of a legal framework in the standardization of emerging construction materials and technologies alongside the second annual Construction Research Conference and exhibition this year.
Together, we embarked on a journey aimed at developing an agenda that would guide us. The agenda, which is now published and disseminated to stakeholders, identified about 17 thematic areas of research that would generate solutions for the challenges facing the construction industry. We gave ourselves a timeline of 3 years to implement the agenda.
Over 200 companies are expected to showcase their products and expertise during the exhibition.
I also want to say that I think we'll be having over 200, these are not guests, 200 exhibitors, which are various construction firms or firms that are doing supplies, manufacture, and work in the industry as part of materials, equipment, and services.
The Big Five is the largest, most influential and renowned portfolio of construction industry events spanning the Middle East, India, Southeast Asia, and Africa, organized by the DMG Events, Middle East, Asia, and Africa, with a network of more than 300,000 suppliers and buyers of construction products from 120 countries.
We work with many governments throughout the many countries that we organise exhibitions. Something that we've noted very much so through our partnership is just how forward-thinking and how professional the National Construction Authority of Kenya are. And that they truly support initiatives such as National Construction Week, along with the wider Kenyan government. DMG Events is part of a much wider business. We're part of the Daily Mail General Trust, which is a company with annual turnover of over $2 billion and listed on the London Stock Exchange. It includes companies such as the Daily Mail newspaper that many of you may know, the Mail Online, and Euromoney. And on a global basis, we employ over 10,000 employees. DMG Events, Middle East, Asia, and Africa, part of the business that the Big Five resides within, is an international exhibition and publishing company. We organise marketing leading events within construction, energy, hospitality and design. Our headquarters are in Dubai. We also have offices in India, South Africa and in the United Kingdom. We organise over 45 events on an annual basis across the Middle East, Asia, Africa, North America and Europe. The Big Five portfolio of events is the largest portfolio of construction events in the world and has a 37-year history.
National Construction Authority, excellence in construction industry.